can't open it up.
I'm sorry.
Congratulations, darling. Huddersfield have the biggest hit since Virginia Woolf.
You really think so?
Not only is Julie Butter the luckiest produce on Broadway, but she is also the prettiest.
I did it! I'm a real live Broadway producer. All I want for Christmas is a big, fat hit. You really think we have a chance?
Dinner at Lutess?
You're on. You heard Stuart Kling?
Stuart Kling?
He reviews for channel 11 or 9. He was just on.
Stuart Klein, Channel 5.
Oh, that's him. You didn't watch?
Thanks to your director.
Frank just has a phobia about reviews. I don't see why. His are always good. Irving Berlin said it best. There's no business like the one we're in.
What did he say?
There's no business like the one.
Stuart Klein.
I'll never forget my first review. It's engraved right up here in great big letters. Good solid theater.
Good solid theater.
Well, you have to imagine it blown up.
Good solid theater.
To tell you the truth, I was hoping for something with a little more oomph in it, but coming from him, our press agent, since it's a rave.
Who's your press agent?
Buzz something.
Buzz something.
He's topped in his field. Hello, George. Mummy's home, darling. We were a bad boy tonight. James, will you bring me Torch's yummies? They're in the silver dish on the coffee table. The hospital was a nightmare.
What happened exactly?
Well, first, Elliot gets mugged in the men's room at Sardi's. No one gets mugged in the men's room at Sardi's. It's never happened to anyone in their entire history. And they're not a new restaurant. Thank God they caught him.
Who was it?
Just some disgruntled busboy. And then Torch bites Joan Rivers and it's off to Mount Sinai with her. I said to her, relax, Joan. He just wants to sniff you. People don't know how to behave around dogs. Horses either, for that matter. I am not budging from this house again tonight, especially with the blizzard out there. Have you seen the mob down there?
No, but I would like to.
I don't know half of them. I think I saw Candace Bergen in the library. I used to listen to her father. I'm sure she did too. I said to one woman, excuse me, you look just like Marilyn Horne. And she said, I am Marilyn Horne.
Oh, here, Katie's here. Katie's here. Come, I'll introduce you.
James, I'm very worried about Peter.
What's wrong?
This, before the play tonight, I was backstage with the actors giving them their ashtrays when a stage manager handed me this note from Peter.
May I?
I had to promise not to open it until after the reviews were in.
And so you opened it at once.
And now that there's no sign of him, I will never forgive myself if anything happens to him.
Dear Drew, thank you for producing my play. I know it cost you a lot of money, none of which you may ever see again.
The money, as if I cared about that.
And thank you for that wonderful opening night gift. I've always wanted a handmade ashtray with one of my play's names in it.
I had little Elliot make everyone in the cast an ashtray with the name of the play and the opening date on it.
Little Elliot?
A 8-year-old.
I think he was being sarcastic.
Oh no, they're really quite lovely. Look.
He was definitely being sarcastic. I wish you the best of luck. I even wish Frank breaks a leg.
Oh, that's a theatrical expression. It means good luck.
What does he mean, even?
You should have heard some of the names Frank called him in rehearsal. Failure, has-been, hack,
No.
loser, fake, phony, written out.
I get the picture.
He said, I was just an amateur dilettante rich bitch.
Why did you stand for him?
I didn't. My husband said, you can't speak to my wife like that. And then he punched him in the mouth.
Good for Elliot.
You don't understand. Frank punched Elliot. He knocked him out and then barred him from the theater.
The producer should have done something.
I I'd already been barred from the theater.
This play sounds like a total nightmare for you. Ever since the first day of rehearsal up until tonight.
Oh, it's been bliss, sheer creative bliss.
As for my dearest Julia, and I love you like a mother,
And I love him like a son.
I don't think I can face anyone, especially you tonight, if I let us down. If anything were to happen to me, it would be an accident, and you are in no major way to blame.
Major?
M-A-J-O-R. Goodbye for now. Remember me, little. And good luck with the Lanford Wilson.
A new play I've optioned.
P.S. I still wish I had that turntable in the second act. For this, I'm missing the party of the year.
Where is he then?
Darling, Peter is a genius at theatrics. You ever heard of late entrance? It's an old stunt. Trust me, I do it all the time.
I certainly hope you're right. Oh, there you are, Fred.
It's Gus.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gus.
You're all saying you have a big hit on your hands, Mrs. Butter.
Oh, from your lips to God's ears, Gus. Now, who do all these coats belong to, Gus?
Guys and dolls.
Guys and dolls? I thought I'd invited ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I've had my first little bite of the theatrical apple and I am greedy for more. I am going to be the new Earth Mother of the American theater, and you all will be my children. I want to spread theater, increase and multiply it. The sky's the limit. Watch out, Broadway. Here comes Julia Butter.
They're all asking for you downstairs, Mrs. Butter. Honey.
I'm on my way. As Betty Davis says, fasten your safety belts. There is going to be some bumpy weather up ahead. God, life can be so exciting. I love living on the edge of the envelope. I love it, I love it, I love it. James, shall we mute the leopard in his own den? What's the matter?
P.P.P.S. The play never really had a chance without James Recruit, and he was the son of a bitch to have turned it down. And I wish him and his damn series a sudden and violent death. You will rot in hell for this, you miserable, no-talent fruit. P.P.P.P.S. Leave it off, I love you, the Nipper.
You called him the nipper?
Just a nickname I had for him.
Have.
Have.
Well, I certainly didn't mean that sentence either.
You miserable, no-talent fruit.
You? No talent? That's ridiculous.
Well, you certainly came off a hell of a lot better than I did.
They're having a time of their lives down there. Lena Horne just finished singing Stormy Weather, and Beverly Stills just burst into something from Faust. I was hoping maybe I could sing something.
Sing, dear, sing what?
A song. You know, audition.
I don't see why not.
Julia,
I'll only be a moment. I only use equity members when I entertain. I believe we of the theater should lend a helping hand wherever we can. Now, what are you going to sing for us, Gus?
Rain.
Oh, one of my favorites. My most private number. It can only be Elliot. I won't be a moment. Darling, how are you? Oh, we'll kick it off first thing in the morning. It wasn't a sauce. It was an actual waiter. What is this world coming to?
Gus, if I can get upstairs, I can hear him all the way up here.
How'd you like it, darling?
Well, it was wonderful, just wonderful. You guys got a big fat hit on your hands, Elliot.
Jimmy Wicker. He flew all the way in just for Peter's opening.
Arthur, when I got there. Instead, what I got was Arthur. He just won another Nobel Prize or something. They don't have a clue who I am down there.
Hello, Judas.
Is that who I think it is? You made it. You actually came.
I wouldn't have missed it for anything.
Do you know who this is, Julia?
Of course I do.
And you're the first person tonight who does.
I love this man. I don't care who knows it. I love this person.
Even though you wish him and his television
James.
series.
You know, maybe I can get through all this now. This means everything. Thanks, James.
I wish I had my camera.
You look marvelous.
Thank you.
Hey, guess how many times I threw up today?
I couldn't.
actually leaned over the bowl and heaved my guts out.
Is this a game?
7 bowl times. That's what this night means to me. Well, that's James, Jimmy, Jim, Jimbo.
Well, be careful. This is a new tux.
So, where you staying?
The sheriff.
Peter, you had us all worried about how you been.
Promise not to laugh.
Of course not.
I've been out there growing up.
Why?
No, I mean it.
So did I. That's wonderful.
You know where I spent our own? In that bar across the street
I didn't know there was a bar across the street.
from the theater.
Oh, for a moment, my heart.
It felt like I'd written the longest first act in theater history.
I know.
The place was empty except for this older woman. You know the type. Blonde hair, too blonde, too much lipstick, too many cigarettes, too much booze. A showgirl, probably. One of a rapidly vanishing breed. Probably living still in one of those hotels named for an Indian. The Mohawk, or the Chiquita, the Iroquois, or something. Only the neon sign is burnt out now.
Yeah, but for the grace of God.
We started talking. I told her I had a play opening across the street. Welcome to the theater, kid. What's your plan? I told her. She said it didn't sound like her cup of tea, but good luck anyway if you try to catch the matinee. That's 2 cups of Lord's Hoover, Julia. And then it was intermission, and everybody came out onto the sidewalk. I saw you, Jimmy, talking to Gene Sachs. He was bent over double on something you were saying. It looked like you were imitating, a giant chicken. God, you are a funny man.
Too funny by half.
Well, then the second act began and everybody went back inside. So I decided to walk around the theaters. So many dark theaters. Marquees left up from plays that opened and closed 2 years ago because they haven't had another booking since. The Biltmore in ruins, the Hellinger and Church, the Longacre, the courthouse. This all goes, and that's the ballgame. There isn't any more where it came from. And then I saw that damn Marriott Hotel. Excuse me, Julia.
I said worse about it under my breath.
I can't even look at it.
They tore down 3 magnificent historic theaters to put up another hotel with another glass restaurant and more glass elevators.
Terrible. Just terrible.
Who wants a restaurant that spins? I certainly don't.
I feel such a responsibility that I hold back the tide. You know, a streetcar named Desire opened in the very same theater where we did tonight. December 3rd, 1947. It's where Marlon Brando first said Stella, and Blanche Dubois first told the world that all her life she had depended on the kindness of strangers. A city, a society that tears that down deserves everything it gets.
Amen.
End of speech, I'm sorry.
Bravo, darling.
And then when the play was over, I turned back up 48th Street and everyone had gone home. Only our marquee was still lit. It's a beautiful marquee, Julie. Downtown, we never had anything like it. Golden Egg. A new play by Peter Austin. And then someone inside turned the lights off and we went dark. It was as if we never happened. This isn't only a play, Julia. It's everything that means anything to me.
Just tell me, your leading lady, I miss all this.
James.
Cried through this place.
So I grabbed the first cab I saw. The driver was a Lulu, but at least she spoke English. Then told her to take me back here and wait at the Times, ready to race back here with their review. Because this is where I want to be. And these are the 2 people I most want to be with. If not for the rest of my life, then at least until the Times comes out.
Next play, I promise you that turntable.
Next play, I'm going to want 2 turntables.
Gosh, that's the Peter I like to see. Now, can I tell you something and you promise you won't laugh? One of the reasons I produced your play, other than it's brilliant and gave me goosebumps, is that it doesn't have any 4-letter words in it.
I think I got all 4-letter words out of my system in my first play.
You can say that again. The things he had me saying.
The last play I saw, every other word was the F word or the S word or the K word. I was appalled, and so was the audience.
The K word? What's the K word?
You know the K word.
Kumquat? Kazoo?
I'm sorry, I think the theater should be a place of elegance. Elegant people speaking elegant language.
Hannah, what? This is driving me crazy. Julia, what is the K word? What? The K word is what? can hardly hear you. Oh.
James.
Sorry.
I'm going to powder my nose before we go down. I want you two to make it up.
Julia!
I won't be a moment.
Your playwright took a swing at that Ira Drew lady, and everybody started hitting her. She got a plate of lasagna on her head.
All I did was produce a play on Broadway and give an opening night party.
Welcome to theater.
Is there a bathroom up here? Over there. Are you all right, Miss Drew? I'm fine, Miss Butter. Did you hear you say yes? I mean, no!
Is that what I think it is?
George! Let him stick you, Miss Drew!
As they say today, Julia, let's go, let God. It's out of your hands. I hate violence. Excuse me.
Oh my God!
George, no! I suppose that's your dog.
Easy, Julia!
I didn't shoot him. He's perfectly all right. He better be. Let me see him. George! Darling, George! Darling? It's the last remaining hound of the Baskervilles. Look at me.
Is that thing real?
Don't worry. It's loaded with blanks. I had to start carrying one in self-defense.
Oh, muggers.
Actors.
May I?
However, I enjoyed your performance, Miss Noyes. Real star quality. It's what our theater needs. I like your work too, Mr. Finger.
Screw you.
But then I always do your Titus Andronicus at Yale. Splat.
What happened to you?
The lasagna was Patty LaPone. The lip was your playwright.
Peter took a swing at you.
Mr. Austin took several swings at me. Next thing I knew, I was on the floor and Linda Hunt was kicking me. I don't understand. He's never turned on anyone before tonight. He smells blood just like everybody else does. I guess that does it for your review. Nothing subjective is going to affect my review. Critics can't afford to hold petty grudges. Your playwright's only human, little bitch. But you just said that now. Just because I think someone's a little bitch doesn't mean I'm going to give him a bad review. My sole responsibility as a critic is to objectively evaluate whatever it is that little bitch has written. Besides, waiting for Frankfurt and the Times is what tonight's all about. Who cares what a non-entity like me thinks? You're not a non-entity and you're very well thought of. What am I? The Invisible Man? You're the most vicious critic in New York. Throw that in my face. I love the theater. It's what people are doing to it. I can't stay. It's not on purpose. She reminds me of nothing so much as a female impersonator in search of a female to impersonate. What a dreadful thing to say about anybody. Even a female impersonator. I said that about Norma Bird and the Seagull at Provincetown Playhouse in 1968. It's curious, you should remember that review, Miss Noyes. I was Norma Bird in the Provincetown Playhouse production of the 1968 Seagull. You changed your name. After your review, I changed my face.
I can't find her. There you are.
You like me, I'll shoot!
I'm sorry, Miss Drew. Deeply and truly sorry. The stakes are so high nowadays, opening a new American play on Broadway. I think we're all a little over the top, even playwrights.
Just as you're entitled to write your plays, I'm entitled to my opinion of them. It's a free country.
Fair enough. Hear a playwright's prayer. O Lord, listen to the humble plea of thy humble servant, Peter, descendant of Aeschylus, Shakespeare, Moliere, Ibsen, Chekhov, O'Neill, and Pinter. What the hell is he doing? Bless me and my meager skills, with which I've only tried to amuse, provoke, entertain, stimulate, and move you and an audience while creating true-to-life situations which somehow illuminate the human experience.
Oh, Peter.
Bless thy humble producer servant, Julia.
How lovely.
Bless all producers who put our plays on, even when it means enormous financial sacrifice.
I don't care about that, Peter. You know I don't.
Bless her and forgive her her choice of press agent.
You hear that, Julia?
Bless thy humble actress servant, Virginia, who gave the performance of a lifetime tonight.
Down.
Bless her unique timing, her magnificent voice, her way with a prop.
It's slipped, Peter.
Bless her for being the most letter perfect in her part.
Will you lay off?
Bless thy humble director servant Frank.
Oh, right.
Bless him for returning my raincoat, which so mysteriously vanished on the second day of rehearsal. Bless him and his unbroken string of successes. Bless all directors with an unbroken string of successes.
The food is wonderful.
Bless my best friend James, thy humble television series star servant, who had to turn my play down. And so we came up with Jack, for whom everyone says there is a definite Tony nomination, if not a award, in store. Bless Jack and his Tony nomination, if not a award.
Oh, please.
Also bless James's series, which is rumored to be going off the air.
Where did you hear that?
Listen, my fine. Quiet.
And bless thy humble critic servant, Ina. Bless all critics who mean well and are only trying to uphold the standard of the theater without knowing how truly hard it is to write a play. Shower them with the same mercy they deny others. And bless the theater in which we all serve. Bless this ancient art form which is so superior to the
The
movies.
theater, yes?
Miss Butter.
Get down, Gus.
Bless thy humble servant. What's your name, love?
Gus.
Gus! Who is bringing Betty McCall's coat down to her. Bless Betty! Bless all those people down there whose thoughts and opinions mean so much to me. Bless Anne and Eli and Hal and Rudolph and Johnny and poor Tommy.
Who's Tommy?
Darn it, I fell for it.
And finally, Lord, bless the taxi driver who at this very moment is waiting at the New York Times with the meter running, ready to race back here with their review. Bless this driver. Bless their review.
Amen.
Lord, in our greatest hour of need, give us, you who have given us the greatest strength of all, the gift to realize that no matter what happens tonight, it's only a play. Just give us one more thing. It's not much. When you consider the things you've unleashed on this world, wars and famines and jet plane crashes, surely you can give us a hint tonight. If you can't give us unanimous raves, we'll settle for the Times. The rest are negotiable. That is my prayer to you, O Lord. That is every playwright's prayer.
Amen. Amen.
Do you hear me, Lord? May I hope for some sign?
I think that's it.
I had fare to JFK the other day. See any good theater, I asked him. No, he said. I hate the theater. And I said, get out of my cab, you creep. I hope you miss your flight. How do you hate the theater? That's like hating life. Can I get anyone anything?
What do people want in a play?
You mean besides intermission and special effects?
I don't know anymore.
That's easy. Life. Lots and lots of life. They want to see themselves only bigger and better. I know I do. We want to laugh, we want to cry. We're kids around a campfire, and you're the storytellers. Take us somewhere. We'll go with you.
You make it sound so easy.
I love the theater myself. I don't go, but I love it. New York without a theater district might as well be Newark. You people must be starving, and let me get a package for myself. I hate sitting still. Maybe that's why I'm a cab driver. No. I like people too much. I like listening to their stories. I'm not much of a talker myself. Hope I don't see anyone I know down there. Didn't know this was black tie. They may be your peers, they're my fares.
Any minute now.
Have the Schubert called.
Those vultures. Close this show, Julia.
Who said anything about
It's
it?
crossed your mind. Don't deny it.
Of course it's crossed it. No one's that stupid.
Schubert's?
I dread this. Bernie, darling. We're in an absolute state of shock. I don't want to have to close this play. What am I going to do? Do you think we could find a way to lower our weekly operating costs? What about all those stage hands who just stand around staring at a disc? It doesn't even move. And who are those men playing poker in the basement? But we're not a musical.
You don't want to go messing with the unions.
Well, if your hands are tied, Bernie, what about mine? Of course, I don't want that on my conscience.
What?
If I close tonight, they'll give the Barrymores Leather Maidens of Amsterdam.
What's that?
It's a Dutch porno film. I mean, I've heard. The thought of that beautiful theater being turned into a house of pornographic film.
Terrible. Just terrible.
Let's face it, we're remnants of a soon-to-be-forgotten New York. Broadway theater and cabbies who speak English.
They can't tear any more theaters down. I haven't even made my Broadway debut yet.
I'd hate to be in your shoes, Julia.
They're your shoes too, they're everyone's.
That'll be Buzz.
One strong quote, and I'll run this play forever. Hello?
The rest of the season will do.
Your press agent with the rest of the reviews.
All right. Here we go. I'm too nervous. James,
He's been waiting for this moment all night.
That's not true.
he doesn't mean that.
Listen, Buzz. I hope you've got some good news for us. Jimmy Wicker.
I take shorthand.
The last time the news in the Times shot out of left field. You were double crossed? How do you think they felt? Okay. Let's go. In the final analysis, Mr. Austin's play falls just short enough of the mark to fail utterly, however honorably. The Daily News.
I love you too.
If and when the great American play is written, and I sometimes wish our playwrights would forget all about even trying to, Peter Austin could be his playwright.
A review like that.
But not for this one.
At least the rest of my life.
Virginia Noyes is a luminescent actress.
That sounds good.
It's good. Frank Finger's direction
We know. It's brilliant. It's terrific. What else is new?
escapes me. The play and the production.
Escapes you?
Ms. Long, the most overrated in the American theater, Mr. Finger is one emperor who isn't wearing any clothes.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Clive Barnes, the New York Post.
Congratulations, Frank. It's what you always wanted.
Thanks.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. So, here I am. Here we are. Emily's right. The little cockney line. Give them a green card and they think they own the world. I got what I wanted. I'm not angry. I'm happy. You want to see angry? That's angry. You want to see happy? That's happy. Who does he think he is, anyway? My father? Oh, wow. Get in touch with this. You're having a breakthrough. Father, critics, good boy, bad boy, spank, ouch, hug, ooh, puppets, basement, daddy, yes! I've had a breakthrough. Here. Thank God I've got another tomorrow. Thank you, Clive!
Are you okay now?
Terrific.
Yes, we're still here, Buzz. You've made one person very happy.
What about the weeklies?
Time Disney Review shows that are reclosed.
We haven't closed.
Newsweek left after the first act. New York left during the first act.
Get Edith Oliver in the New Yorker. She's always been a very big fan of mine.
She's coming the second night, if there is one. Should we cancel the blimp? I guess that's the ball game, Buzz.
Tell him I am very disappointed in his services.
He just told me he quit.
Ugh,
For what it's worth, you people, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'll tell you one thing, Miss Drew. God punishes people who get their plays done on Broadway. He punishes them good.
That's why he invented regional theater.
Don't give me a regional theater. I'll tell you what regional theater is. Regional theater is for plays that could not get produced in New York, starring actors who could not get a job in New York, made for audiences who wish they still lived in New York. This is my regional theater, right here. I still wish I were dead.
I spoke to people of good sense not to dwell on this one and get on with the next. You heard him. Onwards and upwards.
Thank you, Emma.
You know, if this was nuclear physics, I'd keep my big mouth shut. But I know something about show business. The original Harvey was a giraffe. Making him a rabbit happened in my mother's cab.
I can't deal with a remark like that.
When I get discouraged, my father used to say, "It's only a play, Jimbo. It's only a play." Only it was Italian. No one c'è che una commedia, Jimbo. No one c'è che una commedia. Never saw me make it.
Mine used to say, "It's only money, Angel. Your money. And don't you forget it."
It's breaking up down there. I didn't even have to ask. The cast was wondering if there was going to be a second night.
That's up to Peter.
What'd be the point?
They said to thank you for being the nicest producer that they've ever worked with, and to have a Merry Christmas.
No more calls. James,
You know there's no one I'd rather do than you.
then don't do this to me.
It's only a play.
Yeah, somebody else's play.
Can't write every play.
I can want to. Virginia.
The sooner you get back up on the high wire, Peter, the better.
Maybe you can.
Sorry I took so long.
You're too late. She's reviving Tiny Alice.
I have a hunch about this script.
Hello?
I want to call her a driver this time.
His daughter. It's your press agent?
He quit.
He heard you're producing a new play.
Over my dead body. Mine, too.
Buzz off, you asshole. Now let's get cracking.
What did I miss?
Well, up me.
Oh, we do, darling. We just love the theater more.
Blue Stocking, a new play in 4 acts by Caroline Comstock. At Rise, nothing. Let's make that something.
But it has to be nothing.
If she keeps this up, Julie, I'm gonna want her bar. What do all these dots mean?
Hesitations, pauses.
I don't do hesitations.
Pinter uses dots.
Screw Pinter. Lights up. A woman screams in the distance. Or is it a woman? An ineffable sound.
Me?
No, Julie. Yes, you. Where have you been all my life?
Looks like we got our hands full of juvenile.
The kid's good.
Thank you.
It's only a play! A new play by Peter Austin.
I like that
So
title.
do I. Julia Butter presents It's Only a Play, a new play by Peter Austin.
James Wickering. It's only a play.
With Virginia Noyes in a box.
Entire production conceived, staged, and directed by Franklin Finger.
Introducing Gus P. Head.
Transportation by Emma Bovary. Library Corporate.
What a turkey! Ira Drew, what do you think you're doing?
Act 1, we're in a townhouse on the Upper East Side.
No, you're not. You're on a bare stage.
What's that you said, Emma? Life? Lots and lots of life? Well, how's this? Downstairs upstairs, an opening night party takes place.
No, we open in silence.
We hear voices wafting up the stairs.
Wafting. I can do wafting.
Laughter, music, excitement.
More like
The
it!
dog barks up stage right. All right, stage left, have it your way. No dog. If I do a play, I have to put my signature on it. Look at my signature.
Try, Bo. Try collaborating.
That's why you're here. And to sign checks and to make all of our wildest dreams come true.
They're my dreams, too. You think I do all this just for you? I am right up here with you, heart and soul.
I thought we were doing my play.
The theater's been funny. Besides, your second act needs work.
How would you know?
Every second act needs work.
A play about an opening night party. Theater people. Who cares?
I care. They care. We care. And so should you.
What do I know? I'm only a critic.
And rise. And if those aren't the two most glorious words in the English language, I'd like to know what are.
What do they mean?
They mean the house has gone dark. The actors are in place. And the play can begin.